Hey, yo, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Matchmaker. Before we get started, man, please go ahead and hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button. If you on YouTube, hit the follow button if you on Facebook. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in. As y'all see, man, Fanatic is on tonight.
I feel
Uh,
amazing.
the previous nights I've been doing some of the recaps. So, man, I think I'm a little shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What you shocked about,
I'm a
bro?
little shocked. We're gonna get into it, man. We got the Bounty Boys. The coach knew something. That's all I can say in that
Okay.
regard. The coach knew what we didn't. So they've been running and they were hoping that Fort Lauderdale got in the way of Bounty Boys making it to the final. So it is what it
Hey,
is.
okay. It's some more shocking stuff happened. Do you know what happened, bro?
What going on?
Dang. Okay, so there was this team who I was told is like the number 8 team in the country at 11U, and they're called the Oakland Dynamites, right?
Oh,
And they lost in the D2 bracket of the American Youth Football League. Are they really the number 8 team? Are they still a number 18? Or are they who I said they was the whole time?
they definitely wasn't who you said they were, but I mean they lost. That's what happened. We
That's
already
crazy.
agreed that Powerhouse should have been D1. They were a D1 team. So I'm not going to punish them for that. You know what I'm saying?
What?
But I am going to say I am disappointed
I'm
because I
more than
felt like
disappointed.
even the first game that they played, I felt like, they was pretty much running from the running back in, number 4 and number 2. So right then and there, I kind of had doubt then. So I'm a person, man. Like I say, I like being right more than I like being like, and I didn't like what I was seeing. That's the only thing that I can really say, far as for what I seen, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, bro. Hopefully it's a learning curve for them. But I definitely was shocked. I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, for 2 years, you said and you boosted this team. For 2 years, you told us about the fastest kids in America on this team. For 2 years, you told us that we were sleeping. We wasn't giving them their credit. We never gave them their just due. And when they're on one of the biggest stages, when they finally have the opportunity to prove what you've been saying for 2 years, they lose in the semifinals of the D2 AYL. This is a team that we said could come down to YNC and make noise. Yeah, noise walking in the building, noise
Well,
with they boom boxes.
I know, bro. It's kind of like your picks. Every pick that you pick, I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You want me to feel a certain way for a
This is a
team
bad
losing.
year for you,
You
boy.
used to that. You used to it. That's why he wanna, kind of try to rub that into my face. But it's like, bro, I said you ain't said nothing that I didn't say. I basically got on here and turned Dynamite's every which way but loose. So you can't
This
say
is a bad year for you, man.
man, you can't. It's not a bad year because
Bad year for
the
you,
whole
man.
damn near the whole bracket was what I said for the AYL.
You got some good AYF, but when you put everything into the totality, these last 2 weeks, this just not it's just not a good week for you, bro. These last 2 weeks, they
Hold
just not
on,
going good for you, bro.
wait. I'm not gonna say that. I said that a lot of teams that's there should be there. Okay, like for instance, I said if they play the way they're supposed to play, right? Talk about Frankfurt. Let's go to AU. So we
Let's go
had
to AU.
AU, we had Frankfurt, um, we had Frankfurt Chargers. They
All
were in
right.
the championship, and this is the team that I thought was gonna have a little bit more trouble
Mm-hmm.
with the Fort Lauderdale Hurricane, which they did. They had some trouble, but I said that it will be, a deciding factor. If they end up making it, they're gonna win the whole entire thing. That's
Right.
what happened. They end up winning 25-20. And they lucky that the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes actually, they fumbled.
Hmm.
So they were giving them, every opportunity to win that game, and they took it. So shout out to Frankfurt Chargers. But
Absolutely.
everybody else, they pretty much blew out. So I was pretty much accurate. Then when we go to 9U, like I said, GMU.
Yeah,
GMU,
they
I
was
think that
dogs, man.
yes, I think if they play the way they're supposed to, how they match up versus the Ferrari, I mean not the Ferrari, but the DMV
DMVU.
no limit.
Yeah.
DMVU no limit. I stated that if they play how they supposed to, right? They match up well with them, they would advance. And I would like to see that game with them versus the Eastside Raiders. I think that it would be a good game. What happened?
With the DMVU versus Eastside Raiders, or you talking
No,
about?
with the GMU versus the Eastside Raiders
Okay.
in the for the 9U bracket. And
Yeah.
so I seen that. I wanted to see that game.
Absolutely.
Right? And because I thought both teams were good, both teams were big, they evenly matched, and it showed. You know what I'm saying? Hard fought match, all that. So the picks that I were making, bro, was pretty much on point.
Were obvious picks that should be picked.
How the hell was it an obvious pick
Bro,
winning versus
9U
DMVU?
GMU should have
DMVU
won.
only literally lost one game.
9U GMU should have won. 10U Max should have won. 11U Miami should have won. Now, when we get to 12 is when it starts to get real murky. All right. So 12U is murky. 13U was a toss up. Them first couple cut the bull jive, bro. Those were like, this is who should win. This is who's supposed to win. You feel what I'm saying? So when we get to 12, that's when it was like, all right. But the Miami all the way up to about that 12, bro, is when it starts to get like, a little testy. And I think we both kind of had Watkins with a toss up possibly could win against Fort Lauderdale. So I'll give credit to say I'm actually proud that both of us was on the train of I hope Fort Lauderdale not sleeping on Watkins. And then we both literally said that whoever makes it out of them two to the championship was going to beat the North Philly Blackhawks. Shout out to PA Trenches. I see you in the building. Right? We said it was going to lose to the North Philly Blackhawks. Right? 13U. Um, you know what, man? I really want everybody to come in because I want public apologies. I want public apologies for 13U. Everybody said that I'm a Miami Garden Ravens hater. They called me a hater. So, oh, you hating, you a hater, blah, 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 blah. I want public apologies. Or I'm putting cases on all you mother effers. I want public apologies. I want y'all to say, I'm sorry, fanatic. I don't know what I'm talking about. You're the football head. You know everything. Because I told y'all, I said, bro, y'all not understanding the physicality of the OG Ducks. Y'all not understanding that the Miami Garden Ravens, they don't have a solid O line. They don't really have a D line. The OG Ducks has all of that stuff. So they're going to be able to run the football. They're going to be able to throw the football. They're going to be able to come and smash mouth y'all on that D line. They're going to be able to cover. Everybody, y'all thought I was crazy. This is a year the Miami Garden Ravens only had a finesse team. I even tried to tell y'all that, in all honesty, Boynton Beach should have been playing in the YNC championship. The coaches sold those kids out, bro. They sold them out. So the fact that Miami Garden Ravens made it to two national championship games, I mean, it's amazing in itself. So man, you ain't do nothing but choose the obvious picks, bro.
Hey, that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. So how is a playing versus somebody like the DMVU is an obvious pick? That's not a
Um,
that's never an obvious pick, bro.
Come on.
Hold on. If it's one of those things to where okay, if I got to pick and they are a good team, the only team that beat them, bro, was so icy. So how the hell is the obvious pick and the Gorilla Mob actually been losing? Or they lost a
Yeah,
couple of games. So how
yeah,
is it obvious pick?
they've lost in, maybe we could arguably say, one of the third toughest leagues in the country, bro. Like they're in a real league down there in that Texas Sport League. So it's a fact that also you have to factor in the fact that um, you have to factor in the fact that GMU, they've been there before. They've played in these big time games before. They've played in the YNCs. They've played top teams before, right?
Have they
So
played in
this
the
is
AYL?
they've never played in the AYF.
Okay, so that's
But
unfamiliar territory.
there's no new territory. If you've played in the YNC, if you've played in the AYF, to me those mirror each other. You understand that you're planning a week long event. You're planning a multi-day event. All of that. That stuff that's it's mere bag of shells. It's a mere bag of shells, bro. It's all the same. So we talking about a team that's did it before. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a team that has been on everybody's radar for the entire year. They've been a top three team, the whole top 3, 4 team the whole year. Like they've been one of those top 4, 5 teams all year. So it's just like, oh, Patriots, they don't play in the Texas Sport League no more. They play in the Fun League now. That's probably why they getting their butts whooped. Go back to Texas Sport. But it's just like GMU, bro. They a team that we just know they can do it. You know what I'm saying? DMVU is, to me, they're still a team that's trying to build out and grow. They remind me of the West Orlando Jaguars. You know what I'm saying? They're a team that's still trying to grow to me.
Well, um,
But shout
you,
out to DMVU for making it to the championship, bro.
yeah,
In
you
a in
said
a
that.
very tough 9U bracket. Now this I would actually, we always say no. People always say no to this, but I actually would love to see GMU. I would actually love to see GMU versus the Bessemer Tigers. Oh, PA Trencher said they coach posted nobody will let them in this year in Texas but that fun league. See, that's the problem, bro. Like they gotta go play in National League when we keep beating everybody by 30. But that's one of the only games that I think that I would like to see YNC wise. Um, is YNC versus AYF, is I would like to see Bessemer versus GMU. That's just an exciting game to me, man. I would love to see, but outside of that, we've already seen Mac versus Voodoo. We've seen the Ravens play. We got our 12U match. We got our 13U matches. We got basically every match except 8U. 8U and 9U. It was one of the only matches. Um, I want to say we've even seen the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes play some YNC this year. So, um, outside of that 8U and 9U, man, them the only two games that I would love to see. And I definitely wouldn't mind seeing Rebry play a AYFAU team. So outside of that, bro, yeah, those are the teams that should have won though. Even Watkins, man, to me, to be honest with you, Watkins should have won. Now that I think about it, you know what I'm saying? You got a Fort Lauderdale team that's played all last week. You got to come in and dominate that team.
Well, I mean, hey, it is what it is. So what? All right, so let's go to the Mac Dolphins because, like I say, when they played, it was a pretty much a defensive game. It was just who made less mistakes versus GMU and the East Side Raiders. Like I say, both of these teams, they some big guys. They some big,
Hmm.
some big individuals. But let's go to that Mac Dolphin 10U.
Let's talk Mac.
10U Mac Dolphins in a tough fight. They in a tough matchup and they only end up winning I believe it was 12-0. And to be honest, bro, I think basically the coaches took what they seen from if I'm not mistaken, it was the DMU Ferrari boys. But hey, we got Mel coming on
Hey,
right.
bring them up, man.
Yeah.
Bring them up.
So let me wait till he get situated.
Yeah.
All right. He look like he's situated. Um
We got a national champion in the building, man.
hey, what's up, chap? How you
We got a
doing?
national champion in the building.
What's
Oh,
good, chap?
Glenn.
Hey, he's showing the ring. Okay, okay. All right. Hey, how you feeling, man? It's been a hard road this year. How you feeling?
Feels good. It's like a national champ.
We got a
Okay.
national champion in the building.
Is this your first ring that you won?
Yeah. My first
Okay.
national.
Oh, that's dope. So, all right, man. So you've been kind of keeping me up on what was going on. You finally won a championship, but what would it like? Because I know North Philly Blackhawks was one of the teams that you wanted to play the baddest, right? So
Mhm.
how was that feeling, knowing that you wanted to play the game, but then they didn't want to play?
I mean, I see why they didn't want to play. I wish it was early in the season, but I ain't really feeling about it. It's all good.
Yeah,
We
because
found,
the first time y'all was supposed to play them, it was in the Northern Hospitality, correct?
yeah,
And then that one ended up falling through. So y'all, I guess, end up splitting the trophy or something like that.
yeah. They gave us like the co. They gave us like the co-champions. That's what they gave us.
Yeah, that was nasty work right
That's
there.
nasty work. We don't
I,
like it.
I
So,
don't even.
Mel, what happened when y'all seen that y'all was on the same side of the bracket with Fort Lauderdale? How did y'all feel about that?
Uh, I mean, they was in the way. You agree? They was in the
This man talking crazy.
I knew it was easy though. I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, but I knew it was gonna be it because that first game told me everything.
Mhm,
We lost over our mistakes.
mhm.
Like it was over our mistakes. So I
Yeah.
knew
So
if we fixed the mistakes, we would have won that game. That first time we played them.
okay. So this year, a couple things happened. Y'all end up losing the first time to Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes, 12-6. Then y'all end up taking an unexpected loss to the 703, right? United. Like what was that like when y'all end up losing to them? Did you feel like that will hinder y'all from AYF play, or do you feel like knew that y'all was going to bounce back?
I mean, I kind of knew we was gonna bounce back. 'Cause I can like we missed a lot of players that game. I feel like we had OI players. It had been a whole different situation. And with like we slept on them a little bit. We kind of slept on them. When we
Okay,
gotta get back down to it.
you got something you want to ask him?
Yeah, man. So I want to know, Mel. So is this how, when the season started, did you believe at the end of the season we're gonna be national champions? Like, did the season go exactly how you thought it would go?
At the end of the season, it did, but that loss, 7-3 in Florida, I ain't expect that. I had a
Okay.
flip both of them, but the end of the season, I expected that
Okay. And do you believe that y'all are the number one team in the country?
for sure.
Okay. So for Lauderdale is two, and y'all are number one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, so what do you say to those who say that y'all didn't play the best version, even though y'all played both versions
Mm-hmm.
of Fort Lauderdale Hurricane? What do you say to those who say, "Well, y'all didn't beat the full version of the best version of Fort Lauderdale Hurricane"? What would you say to that?
I mean, I don't really got nothing to say about that, but if that's what they think, that's what they think.
Yeah, nah, I mean, I totally understand, but it's the reason why I asked that question because it's something that I'm already seeing out there, where they like, well, they didn't have double zero, they didn't have 25, or they didn't have this group of individuals. So to me, that's kind of slighting y'all victory. But
Mm-hmm.
then the other part is, hey, what's up, PA Trenches? The other part is that you guys still had to play a versus a tough team to win it all. The team that y'all actually lost against last year. And I end up hearing somebody, one of my guys kept telling me, man, we ain't got to play them. We already beat them by almost 30 last year, right? And the fact that y'all came in and damn near beat them possibly worse than what they beat y'all last year, what was the mindset of your team before even playing them?
Oh, the dog them. We were out here dog them. They they been talking all year, been ducking us all year, and I don't think they supposed to be prolonged it either. And they try even after the game, after the be prolonged, they were talking crazy. I bet you ain't hear none of them talking no more now.
Well, to be honest, man, I don't even think I got too many other than my guy PA Trenches. Too many people that came back. They were saying like, "Oh,
They ducking
watch,
us.
watch what we about to do. Watch
Hmm
what we about to do to them." And I'm like, "Okay, all right, cool." I didn't give a prediction. I felt like y'all was better when I put y'all ahead of them in the rankings. And I told Darren, I said, to be honest, based on the coach, I don't even think they're gonna win if they play the
hmm
game. I say because it's scary work. And then not just that, I know coach is kind of regretting that they didn't play right now because at least they would have knew how you guys matched up versus them, and they probably could have made some adjustments. So I know coach is kicking the couch right now. You know what I'm saying? But what was the mindset when you guys feel that it was a possibility that y'all may not even play versus them?
It wasn't the mindset. The mindset was we gonna win the whole thing. That was the whole thing. Is to win the whole thing. It don't matter what team was playing. I don't care number one team nation, number five team. I don't care what team they ranked. They was ranked or none of that. We were gonna win it all, no matter what. And our coaches prepared to win it all too.
Hey,
Uh,
y'all play well, man. I
Really
must
good.
admit that. Y'all play really well. And what I when I seen y'all play versus who was it? Was it 703? They had that big back number 22.
yeah.
And the like the way that you guys, took that task on, the way that you guys was not getting out the way. Cause I seen a lot of that. I seen a lot of teams when they
Running
play
from
versus big backs, they kind of get out of the way.
My team,
Uh hold
they,
on, say it again.
in my team, hey, we ain't scared. None, none, my team is not scared of that.
You're right. And it showed that though. It showed that y'all wasn't afraid of bigger running backs and y'all took on the task. So when I seen that, I said, oh, yeah, they got a legit shot. And this is before y'all actually played versus Fort Lauderdale. And when I seen that game, then I was kind of like, oh yeah, they definitely got a chance. And then when you send me that message, then that's when I kind of like, okay, yeah, they for sure, win it. Cause they didn't have those, they had their full roster the first time and still only had a 12-6 game. So
Still
I
a dog
kind of go ahead.
in it. When they had all the players, it was still a dog fight.
Right, right. It's still the dogfight. And so the fact that they didn't have those players, then I kind of knew, like, oh, okay. Yeah, I think they for sure got this one. And not just that though, when you showed me, what was stated, I said, nah, they not even confident. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of expected that. But the unknown for me was North Philly Blackhawks. And y'all answered that and y'all aced the test and passed with flying colors. You know what I'm saying? So what has been the consensus, or what has people been saying since then about that victory?
I've been hearing some people say we nation, some people say we not. But it ain't about to me. It ain't about what other people say. It's about what we say.
right.
Right.
So after y'all beat Fort Lauderdale, were you guys even more confident now to go play North Philly Blackhawks? Like, did y'all feel like, oh, we definitely gonna win this after we beat Fort Lauderdale? Like, cause everyone kept saying that Fort Lauderdale was the championship.
It kind of was, but before we even put on the Blackhawks, before we beat on it,
Mhm. Did
Yeah,
you
so
feel like
go ahead.
y'all road to the championship was fair? Because like the North Philly Blackhawks kind of had a little easier road. Did you feel like y'all had a fair road to the championship?
We played the most games, 4 ranked teams. All 4 teams played ranked, and we beat the full-on 2-time defending YNC champs, and the Black was defending AYM champs. And it was like under 24 hours. We played full-on at night and played Black off the next day, 3 o'clock.
Didn't make no excuses. That's
Didn't
the
make
part
no
that I like the
excuses.
most.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fact that y'all didn't make any excuses. So y'all did have a tougher road because I felt like the teams that they played versus. I mean, any of those ranked teams, they flying through that conference. So I think though it also played a major role as to why they did not even have a chance of winning because you gotta like play those teams where you're gonna be in the dogfight. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think that they end up doing that. So I think it ended up hurting them. Them not playing y'all in the beginning, it hurted them.
Right.
And the fact that they were saying, "Man, who is Belly Boys, man? We ain't gotta play them. Like we ain't gotta like, bro. I don't think y'all want to play them." And that was the issue. So I'm glad, what I'm saying, it worked out the way that it did. Shout out to the kids though, but it's more so to the coaches. Like, bro, play the game. If you ain't learned nothing this year, learn that you need to play the game. I seen them play versus the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes, got blew out pretty bad and stuff like that. And they wasn't even mad. Because long as it wasn't y'all in the regular season,
Right.
they were okay with losing. They said, "Oh, it was versus the number one team." And then when I talked to you and you guys lost, you still was pretty upset. You felt like y'all should have won. That was a difference in mindset. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all effort. I appreciate the fact that, the way that you're carrying your IG, the way that you just marketing yourself, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, also too, he has a highlight out. Y'all should make sure y'all definitely check that out. It's dope.
Yeah,
If
my
y'all, I tried to get it off of the page, man. I could not get it because I wanted to play it during this live, but
So
I
so Mel, what's next, man? Are we gonna see Mel in the 13U or is that undecided?
it's undecided right now.
Ah, well, when you decide, man, are you coming back here to tell us?
Yeah.
All right, we appreciate that, man. Cause we just want to make sure we get that news first, man. So and then Mel, the next question I want to know, what do you do to make sure that, man, you just have a Mel Island that nobody can throw the ball on your side of the field? Like, what are you doing back there?
Strapping people up.
yeah, but what is your workout regimen? Do you
Right.
do you like have a trainer? Like is this something that you and your pops go over? Like what does that look like?
Me and my DB. I got a high school train. I got like a DB coach. He like a high school coach, but he be training me. My DB coach is on Walkers. My stepfather helped me too.
Okay, okay.
Dope. That's dope.
Hey, yeah. So I
We
like that, man.
Yeah,
So
we definitely see it. We see the work.
so what is like so next year, do y'all actually got a middle school that's out there y'all way?
Do y'all
Yeah,
play middle school ball?
and
Okay, cuz
DC not in Maryland.
all right. Have you considered playing middle school?
That's why I was undecided right now.
Oh, got you.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. If I gotta say, I would definitely say continue to play. I mean, they say middle school ball, but it don't bring what recreational ball brings. You know what I'm saying? You got to play with the people that's at your school, and they just may not be as good. And in comparison to playing for one more year for Watkins or some or whoever other team. you getting, you know what I'm saying, the necessary workouts that you're doing. And not just that, you having a lot of recruiters, they're now going to these games and stuff like that, and they're paying attention to young men such as yourself. And not just that, y'all might got a good middle school, but it ain't too many that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll just, if I can have my way, I would say, man, go for the two peat. You know what I'm saying? Go for the back to back. If you can. If not, you know what I'm saying, then all best wishes to you. Cause I feel like, a lot of people that go to middle school, they kind of stop being mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Because not too many people are able to film for middle school. So, that's a big deciding factor.
Mel, so I got a question for you, Mel. What was your favorite interception this year?
Favorite intercept. Oh,
On
one
what team?
first time he played him.
You said for Lauderdale?
First time he played him, I had an interception, like in the end zone.
Oh, yeah, the
I
pick
remember that.
six.
Oh, it was just a pick.
It was just a
Oh,
pick. I
okay.
remember that one. I remember that one.
It
I
was on
remember that.
even and they
Do you ever feel like wide receivers underestimate you?
sometimes yeah, cause I'm real. I'm not that tall. I'm kind of short.
Right.
Most receivers taller than me.
Yeah.
So that's me when they see me when they see my height, they underestimate me.
I was
Okay.
wondering that because I was like, man, I'm pretty sure you're getting these picks that think they can head top you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure out when they're gonna stop throwing the ball up in the air. You feel what I'm saying? Uh, is DB your favorite position? Is that what you want to play?
Yeah. When I grow up,
Okay. Okay. So I'm just making sure you don't see yourself as a wide receiver or a running back or QB or you feel like you a natural DB.
not cause last year, this is actually my first year playing DB. Cause last year I played linebacker, and I was converted to DB this year. I
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's good, man. This is your first year. So what is the team that you wish that you could have played this year that you didn't get a chance to? It was almost North Philly, but what is another team?
probably Lambo. I want my get back on them too.
Oh yeah. Man, Lambo, I don't even know if they're gonna even have a team next year, man. Unfortunately. But if they do, hopefully that one too. Y'all didn't get a chance to play versus the ABA Bulldogs either, huh?
No,
I know. I think that was supposed to happen. I'm not sure what happened with that. And then a lot of people are saying that y'all ran from the VA charged up Bulls. What could you speak to that? Do you know anything about that or the reason that y'all did not play that game?
I don't know nothing about that. I knew before I played them, but I don't know what happened.
Okay. Nah, I'm just going up what people.
I'm pretty sure we not roughing them. We charge the blues.
Yeah, because they also said it in the when you guys beat Fort Lauderdale, it was like asked them why they didn't play Charge the Bulls. And I'm like, okay. I don't want to ask that because it should have been why they didn't play us.
Yeah,
Y'all trying to spin them off onto another team just to avoid playing them. But I'm glad that you guys had a chance to play to show them what me and Sports Fanatic has been saying this whole time.
Right.
What a year! I mean, what a difference a year will make, right?
yeah.
Absolutely.
You guys got some really good pieces. Ball Hog happened to be one of them. You know what I'm saying? I believe number one is it Ja'Cory or something like that. Like is a really good running back. Well, at least from what I've seen, I think he, you know,
They probably talk back in the nation. Yeah, agree.
you think so?
Yeah.
But I believe he's definitely making the case for being the number one.
Yeah, he definitely did his thing, man. So
Whole game and Christian, number 10 on our team.
Yeah, y'all got a lot of
Y'all
players.
got a lot of players, bro.
Y'all got
Yeah,
10,
got a
10,
lot of players. Yeah, yeah.
1.
Six. You gotta start running back.
Right. And
And
so I seen the system, man. I really, when I was looking at the game, man, I say, especially the one versus Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes, I'm like, okay, they running the same scheme. Okay, they keep doing the same thing. Okay, boom. And I'm like, man, they need to switch it up. And as soon as I said that, number one comes up the middle, straight down the middle. You know what I'm saying? For the touchdown. I say, oh, okay. So basically the game is to wear your opponent down and then, uh had number one do his thing, you know what I'm saying? Because he look like he a big back, if you ask me. He look like one of them running backs that kind of punishes the defender. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was seeing. Like, okay, they kind of getting out his way. So,
then
you
shout
know,
out too. O line and D line. Shout out to
for
them too.
sure.
Without them, we couldn't be able to do none of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, so that's dope, man. I'm actually glad for y'all. But did you get a chance to see the Oakland? I mean, not the Oakland, but the OG Ducks versus the Miami Garden Ravens.
They played right before us. Like we was watching them a little bit, but I ain't really get to really like watch the game, but I didn't know the Old Ducks won by a lot.
Right, right, right. Yeah, because I'm getting ready to talk about that game real quick. Matter of fact, let's break down Fanatic the game with them playing versus the North Philly Blackhawks. So yeah, you can start first and then I'll come I'll
You know, I want Mel to tell me if my assessment is just correct. I just really think that the North Philly Blackhawks just didn't have enough athletes. Like they just didn't have enough athletes to contend with walking tag going on. Also, though, they weren't as physical as I thought they would be. I thought North Philly would be a lot more physical with Bounty Boys. I thought it would honestly be a grudge match. I'm quite surprised that the game wasn't as physical as I thought it would be. I thought that it would be 15-yard penalties out there. I really thought this was going to be a physical game based on a lot of trash talk that was going on all year long. So I just think, the Bounty Boys just lived up to the name, Bounty Boys.
it's the
All
same
right.
thing I said, yeah.
Yeah, they were just super physical. What you think, Mel?
Maybe we gotta get our bike back too.
Hold on, y'all should have got y'all definitely I
Because
said y'all got their bike and y'all got
and
y'all
some.
bike and took theirs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But here was my thing, man, and I'm gonna be fairly honest with you. The reason I kind of knew that you guys had it in the bag, it really was from the first possession, right? That you guys that they end up having, right? The North Philly Blackhawks. They were on their own 30-yard line. And instead of punting the ball, they went for it. So I'm like, oh, okay. So they don't think much of Watkins' offense.
Hmm.
And so they decide to go for it. And they pay for it because Watkins, they end up, scoring that very possession. And they end up paying for it. And then the other thing was they came back and they were in another fourth, a fourth and about 6. And they were getting ready to, go for it again. And they
Right.
still in their own territory. And I say, hold on. Luckily, they got a false start. So the penalty actually saved them from themselves. So when that happened, and then they end up going up 14-0, I knew it was over. I knew it was over after that because, like, first of all, you guys are not even playing the field position. You guys thinking that this is last year. This is not last year. As you can see, that these young men are really coming to play. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was very surprised that you guys passed the ball as early as you did, especially after watching the Fort Lauderdale Hurricane, because the same play, and then number one just broke up the middle. But y'all playing versus them, and then y'all passed it for a touchdown. I said, oh, okay, they coming in a bag. They coming with
Right.
their bag this game. And so, man, it just was, to me, it wasn't even a game. Like they didn't even contend. I don't know if that was what happened to y'all last year, but it looked like they didn't even come to play. They just thought first initially that they was just gonna win the game, and like y'all was gonna lay down for them, and
Right.
that wasn't the case. What was another assessment that you had for that game?
It dominate them, bully them all game.
I
Like
think so. That's accurate. That's accurate. So I'm a
So,
little, if
so
y'all,
y'all really just y'all decided to just come in and just be more physical. Is that what y'all coach preach was physicality?
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
'Cause, like we get when we come in, when we come like get when we about to play. As soon as the game start, our minds we already up 14-0. Oh,
Okay.
so do you think y'all going to get y'all just due y'all respect? Because a lot of people now saying that y'all should have went to the YNC for the best competition. What do you say to that?
I don't really care. I I don't see. I mean, I get why they say the best go there, but I feel like we with the YNC, we could compete. We could compete with all them teams.
I
And I,
mean, you beat the team that won it. You beat the team that won it. So, I mean, talking to you, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You kind of opening my eyes to a different perspective, man. I was trying to debate about if y'all are one or two, one or two. Talking to you, man, you kind of making me feel like, bro, they got to be one, man. They beat the team, man. They beat the team. So, yeah, I agree with you. Y'all beat the number one team.
and then I seen something where somebody stated that they said, well, how is it that you guys always say there's the next man up, but then when it comes to certain teams, then that's just out the window. Oh, we ain't got this team. So yeah, that kind of made sense. Like, I understand that they didn't have certain players or whatever, but like they say, it's next man up.
Right.
It's so we won because they play all week. We play 4 games in 6 days. Um, said Mel Island. Oh, Watkins earned that for
So
sure.
with the Fort Lauderdale team, did you guys have that mindset as well too? We got because I've never seen Fort Lauderdale someone be more aggressive with Fort Lauderdale. That's usually what Fort Lauderdale do. They usually come in and bully teams, but it felt like they were struggling to bully y'all.
So we don't care about that size. Size don't mean nothing, and we proved that when we played for Honor. For Honor is way bigger than us, and we still ran. We played powerful ball on them all game.
Yeah, hey, the cold part too is when y'all played versus Fort Lauderdale, y'all went up 14-0, then they came
Hmm.
back, uh, and it was like 14-13 and stuff like that. What were you guys telling each other at that point?
Right.
We gotta keep pushing. We gotta just keep pushing. I feel like when they went on 14-13, we probably hit, we can we were still up, and the game wasn't over yet. Like we just had to keep pushing.
Absolutely. Is hey, Hilton said, he said, what's good, Mel?
What's good, Coach Hilton?
What's good? He said, all you gotta do is watch first game. Man, I watch, hold on. I didn't watch the first game. I definitely watched the 703, Fort Lauderdale, and North Philly. I watched those 3 games. I watched those, so yeah, man. I just seen, because I always felt, and I couldn't really measure it by the video, but I always thought that you were considered undersized.
Me
But
too.
but it was like, damn, can't nobody really pass on this dude. And then I seen a guy, man, he was pretty tall, and then the way that you jump for the ball, I think it was like in the end zone or something like that. So that's when I'm like, okay, yeah, he actually belonged. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that it looked when it comes to the matchup, it may not look, the way that it should, but
Right.
then I think the outcome on most occasions is the way that you want it. You know what I'm saying? So um how tall do you want to be or hoping that you become?
Uh, like 5'11",
5'11.
Okay.
5'11".
That's hey, that's the perfect size right there for a defensive back, man. 5'11", bro. That's perfect.
Yeah. Let me see. It says we just played a 5-star national tournament this weekend. We just
Shout out
won
to
it. Like
Supreme.
I
So Mel, do you consider yourself a more man coverage DB, or do you consider yourself? Do you play better in the zone?
Both. Yeah.
But which one you prefer?
Okay, yeah. Which one you prefer?
I think zone easier, but I think man. I prefer man. I like
Okay, so you rather be responsible for your assignment.
yeah.
Okay, makes sense. I like that though.
The last three games all like the number one receiver on other team.
Okay. Were you on a lot of number ones? Were you on a lot of number one wide receivers this year? Were you on the wide receiver a lot?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know who which team would you say you probably play one of your toughest receivers?
For long, yeah.
Fort Lauderdale? Okay.
For long,
So
yeah.
Fort Lauderdale really gave y'all the best the entire season that y'all seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's dope, bro. But moving forward, man. I'm like I have no horse in the race. I'm glad I got to sit the chance to see you guys play versus each other. I'm glad we got a chance to see who's the better team. Moving forward, I think for the most part, man, definitely be preparing for trying to get NIL deals, and I think you're doing a great job because I always got to get certain type of information. I think you're doing a great job. Just continue to market yourself the way that you are doing. Not just that, keep shining the light on your play because I think this year you done a hell of a job on defense. I think damn near almost every game you had an interception or you had a lot of broken plays, you know what I'm saying, that you can utilize for your highlight. I really think that you're going to be in someone's college, long as them grades stay up in the near future. You know what I'm saying? So also make sure that you guys are going to schools where the coaches have a rapport with some of these recruiters. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go to any school. Uh, go to the ones where they're bringing out some certain recruiters so you can get looked at. You know what I'm saying? So you're taking the first step with your IG and stuff like that. Continue to do that, man. Continue to strive to be great. Continue to self motivate yourself because I know that you're your biggest fan, and out of all people, if you giving your all or not. You know what I'm saying? You got to be your biggest critic. You got to be your biggest motivator. And it seems like that's already the case. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think that you're on your way. You playing against some hell of a teams and stuff like that, and you did exceptionally well. So I would encourage you to continue that journey. You know what I'm saying? And continue to be coachable. Long as you do those things, I feel like I'm gonna be hearing your name
Right.
and bringing you back for an interview from college. You know what I'm saying? Possibly high school as well. But long as you coachable, long as you got them grades up, long as you know working out working in competition, man, you got this, bro. You definitely
Absolutely.
got it.
Thank you, thank you.
Go ahead, Fanatic.
Outside of that, man, Mel, you an amazing player, bro. I definitely look forward to seeing you one more year, man. But definitely do what's best for you. But when you're ready to make that decision, man, I hope you tell the world what that decision is, man, right here on Matchmakers, man, plugging us in. Outside of that, Mel, man, I appreciate you definitely keeping us in tune for all the kids out there, man. Uh, do exactly what Mel kept us in tune all year about just what he had going on as far as skill set wise. So um, definitely, bro, just keep pushing, keep going, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
But yeah, man, we gonna go ahead and you know let you go. But yeah, bro, we also relying on you to make sure that this channel gets bigger. You know, because it's still for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just let people know about it because we looking to build something for y'all to have. You know what I'm saying? So continue to support like you've been doing and let some of your friends know. Come subscribe to the page and stuff like that. And we next year we definitely plan on making more trips because I see
Yeah,
that
we
y'all
going
got
to Philly.
a really good team.
Yeah, we coming to
I don't
Maryland.
I don't think I
Coming
want
to
to go to
Philly.
Philly with you, man. I don't think so. I don't think I want to go to Philly with
I'm
you.
coming. Hey
Nope.
man, if
I don't think
Mel
Philly
playing
is rocking with
wherever
you right
Mel
now.
playing that next year, Mel, I'm coming to where Mel at. I feel safe where he at. You feel me? I like the way he talk. I feel safe.
Yeah, that I think y'all in DC, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, see they in
Yeah,
DC.
Mel,
Nah,
I feel comfortable in DC. I'm
I'm
coming to
not.
DC,
Yeah,
Mel.
I'm not going to Philly with you,
You know what
bro.
I'm
I'll
saying?
probably go out there by
And
myself.
see, now we know the North Philly Blackhawks is going to come to where Bounty at. They're going to play the Bounty Boys. We're going to that for
All right, so
sure.
yeah, so last question, before you go, Mel, what do you think is gonna go? Is how you think it's gonna go next year? You think they're gonna try to come and play y'all earlier this time? Do you feel like they're going to not try to avoid you guys and wait for the championship? Do you feel like they're gonna play y'all in the season?
I mean, I'm hoping they come try to get their bike back, but it's up there. I don't even know.
Yeah, so like I say, man, we gonna rely on y'all expertise
For
to
sure.
let us know what's going out there so we can make sure that we stand in the know so we can also cover a lot of people that's out that way. You know what I'm saying? But man, I definitely appreciate you coming on. Um
Appreciate
hey, Centel said they on our time now. Hey, I respect it.
For sure. For
I
sure.
really respect it because they really made y'all wait to the championship to play them. And that to me, that was crazy.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? But yeah, man.
I appreciate you too.
Yes, sir.
No problem, man. Appreciate all that.
And then I want to shout out to my coaches and all my teammates for helping me get this ring right here.
Champions in the building, man. We
Oh
got
my,
national champions in the building.
Yes, sir. All right, man. We talk to you.
We just had a national champion in the building, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Bounty Boys, the Walking Horns. Let that be a lesson to all you running. It's still kids watching. Let this be a lesson to all you running coaches. Just play the game, bruh. Just play the game, bruh. The only way your team can be prepared in December is to play the game. I'm trying to think, man, and y'all can let me know if I'm wrong. Any team that ran from smoke when it came time to play the big game, they couldn't do it. I can really go down a list of the teams that we saw for the last 2 weeks that we pushed to try to play games and they try to politic and say we're gonna run our own race.
Right.
Got their heads knocked off.
Got they net heads knocked
Got their
off,
heads
bro.
knocked off, bro, because your kids ain't never did it. They never been there. You got to play the game. Scary. Y'all scary, dog. Y'all
Yeah.
scary
Hey,
folks,
man.
bro.
But yeah, speak to that. Go ahead, speak to that, man.
Y'all,
Go
they
ahead.
scary,
I'm
bro.
not
Play
because
the game, bro. Like, off the top of my head, North Henry, Scary Berry. Didn't want to play the games, tried to pick and choose. You feel what I'm saying? North Philly Blackhawks, Scary Berry. Didn't want to play the games, tried to pick and choose. Almost every team, and it's more than that, but almost every team that tries to pick and choose when we're going to come outside, we're going to play this, we're going to play that, you know, they're not, they always end up losing, bro. Woj, I want to say Woj 11U, picking and choosing. We're gonna pick and choose what games we want to play, what games we don't want to play. Terrence City, right? Terrence City Ducks, MCU, PU. Oh my God, stinky, bro. MCU, the Montgomery Cardinals, stink. It stinks in here. It stinks. It's scary. Picking and choosing. Went down to Nationals and didn't win Nathan. They ain't win a Nathan thing, man. Went down to Nationals, didn't win nothing. All that picking and choosing, bro. The kids are not prepared. They've never been in a moment, bro. We seen the West Orlando Jags 7U, right? With Kavion, y'all know we're gonna call him by his real name on here. With Kavion, they
Casey,
probably Kavion. They probably what had 13 kids on the sideline, 13 kids, bruh. They around there, they look like they're a very well prepared team. You can tell that they play some games, bro. Now it might not be the highest level, but they're playing some type of games, bro.
right.
For these kids to be ready to come in here and play supreme at a high level like that, these kids are playing games, right? The Twin City 11U. Everybody laughed that they played the Georgia Eagles 3 times, and they lost all 3 times. And everybody laughed, said they shouldn't even be allowed to come to Wines. They won, right? You feel what I'm saying? OG Ducks 13U. All y'all folks said, man, Miami, man, got this on lock. This ain't the same OG Ducks, man. Y'all tripping. Bro, the OG Ducks was a battle-tested team. They literally traveled to uh Carolina. They traveled to Georgia. I think they traveled to Florida. Like, bro, they traveled to Hawaii, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they play Air Academy in Hawaii. They're a battle tested team. That they win all of that stuff? Nah. But they played the games. They kids are prepared. You feel what I'm saying? So when it's time to play at Miami Garden Ravens, this ain't nothing they haven't seen before all year. They didn't play in big games all year. You know what I'm saying? So you can't run from the games all year and think your team just gonna show up after they play 4 games in 5 days and win a national championship.
And not just that, they only played versus the easiest teams out there in that division, that age group. And then, end up getting dominated. But it just shows like you're not used to that level of resistance. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff matter. You gotta play those games. And I
Scary.
know and I know, my guy Champ was, oh, we don't want to play. I mean, we ain't got to play. Who is them? Okay, now we can say them. What just happened? Now we can say them is the team that actually dominated y'all in the championship. Y'all talked about how, it was a 30 ball and all that other stuff. But now you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys have to own up to that. You feel what I'm saying? You guys have to own up to that. But hey, man, I got somebody rankings. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you wanted to see it or wait.
Hell no, man. I don't want it to corrupt the true rankings that's dropping probably tomorrow. So hold their rankings until after the true rankings drop tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
Because
That's
the
next.
true rankings, y'all, is dropping tomorrow, which is Fanatics rankings. Come on now. We're not gonna play that game. There's
Tyler.
one true rankings, bro. and that is Fanatics rankings. Fanatics rankings will be out tomorrow. Now, I'm gonna give them all to my guy, but y'all know how when we get to Fanatics rankings, y'all don't let me get through all the age groups. But we're gonna try to get through all the age groups tomorrow of Fanatics rankings, 7 through 13 at least. Um, and I'm telling y'all, bro, Fanatics rankings. Let's just say I shook the table, bro. I'm shaking the table with the rankings, bro. Like, uh, uh, and next year, bro. Next year, for all my people out there, if you want to be a part of Fanatics rankings, man, just shoot me a message. Next year, I'm officially putting together the committee, man. We're putting together the committee to put together the real rankings, man. So that way, everybody can say, "Hey, you feel what I'm saying? This is the real. I can say, I mean, I got a little bit from the Midwest. I got this from the East Coast. I talked to my guys on the West Coast. This is the rankings that we have came up with. But I'm gonna keep all my people anonymous. But just know though, it's going to be a committee of people to put together Fanatics rankings next year. I'm putting it together now. It's gonna be crazy, y'all. Just bear with me. It's gonna be crazy, but we're gonna put together the committee, bro.
Hey, Julia said Blackhawks were classless champions, and this is
It
what
was
I want to say.
scary.
This is what I want to say to them. No, don't be trying to get into it altercations. Y'all been talking all that mess all year. Okay, y'all gotta hold this L until next season. Play the game because you guys ran this whole entire season. And hey, Darian, I told you, Darian, I told you. You told me it was smart and that they were going to beat them right in the championship, and it was smart that they didn't want to play. How smart is it now? They lost 33-7.
I'm
How smart
clipping this.
is it?
I'm clipping this up, bro. I'm
They
clipping
lost.
this up, bro.
Hey, yes, please do. You know what I'm saying? Darian, my guy. But I'm tired of being right against you and Darian.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm
Because you
talking.
literally have been wrong these last 2 weeks, bro.
Hey,
You are
I've
what
been
the,
off a little bit more than what I'm used
yeah, bro.
to.
You yeah,
But
yeah,
when I'm
yeah.
up against y'all two, I'm usually right.
No, no,
I
sir.
like
These
being
last two
like.
weeks,
I mean, I like being right more than I like being like. I try to
not these
tell y'all.
last 2 weeks. Not these last 2 weeks. Just with the fact that you thought the Oakland Dynamites could win a D2 national
Hey,
championship, that alone boots you down five
hey,
spots.
no, it
I
don't.
want
Hey,
y'all to
listen,
give him the
listen,
same energy.
listen. They already did. What are you
I
talking
know
about?
it never stops with
You
me.
ain't been on here.
It
You ain't
never
been on here
stops with me. I
because
want them to keep giving you that.
no, they can't because they already established that Powerhouse Elite should be a D1 team.
So should Dynamites.
It was
And they still
already,
lost.
they should have, okay, they lost to a D1 team.
It doesn't. No, 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 no.
No, 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 no,
A
no, no,
number
no,
eight
nothing.
team don't get to come in and say we're gonna lose to an unranked team because they're
Yeah,
good.
hey, that's because that's the whole purpose that we're trying to make sure that we keep track of a more AYF teams because they could be ranked.
I believe anybody could be ranked over the
But that's what I'm
damn
saying. You gotta
Oakland
know that.
Dynamites. They're the Oakland. I told you they're not a ranked good enough team. They knocked off an OG Ducks team early in the year, and then because they couldn't go anywhere and do anything, you kept politicking for them. You kept saying that they was something that they weren't. You the one kept doing that, sir. You did. You sat here. We did. You have invalidated. Next year, you don't get to say who belongs in the rankings. I'm rebuking you next year.
You
We're
don't get. Hold on. Wait. Is this the man that told me that NC Giants was gonna do X, Y, and Z? Is this the man
they
that
had the
told
talent. They have the talent.
they didn't do nothing though?
It was the coaching.
I don't
It was
care about they
coaching.
got
It
Dynamite
was
got the
coaching.
talent. It was the
That
coaching.
wasn't coaching.
It was no, it was definitely coaching. And I'm talking about Coach Chewy, all them. They definitely dropped the ball. They for sure did that. He said, give us a tease drop, something tonight, man.
Hey man, I can't. I can't spoil it. I can't spoil it, bro. I can't spoil it. Okay. The number one team at 7U is the Georgia ATL Lisa Supreme. Yeah.
They know that.
Hey, that's all I can tell you. That's all
They
I can
know that. So number one and number two to me,
tell
number one is Supreme.
you.
Number two will be not even Bessemer. It would be NWO.
I don't have that as my number two. I'll give you that much.
Hey, they should definitely be somewhere in there. I can tell you
They're
that.
they're in there, but I wouldn't say that they number two. I
I
just
think
wouldn't.
they good. The only thing they lost
I didn't
to
say that.
was
Okay, so how I believe rankings, I'll tell y'all this. How I believe rankings work is I do not take what you've done strictly at nationals and say this is who should be now. Now, nationals does bolster your argument. Nationals bolsters your argument. A YNC, a AYF, a C1N, and even a UIFL. All of those nationals bolsters your argument about where you're placed, right? But I take in the totality of your year. Because what happens is I never want to erase I never want to erase what y'all have done, bro, for the entire year. And y'all can tell me if that's wrong, but I don't want to take what a team has done for the entire year and say we're just going to erase that and just based on this 1 week of work, that's what we're going to base everything off of. Because if that's the case, then the whole rankings would be different. You know what I'm saying? But you
All
don't
right,
want
so
to.
let me ask you a question. I need to sneak. Is North Philly in your top 8?
Hell no. Nah, North Philly's definitely. Well, let me see. I'm actually still building out my 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But let's just say North Philly ain't even in my top 5 as of right now. North Philly right now isn't even in the top 5. Did you see the championship?
I did, bro. I don't even
Did you
think they
watch
pinch,
them?
they didn't pinch him.
What?
They couldn't even pinch him.
That was
I'm like, bro, hold
disrespectful.
on. I'm like, hold on. Is this the same team that my guy Cheese was talking about
Like it was
that they didn't need to
nasty.
play?
That was nasty, bro. And I know that a lot of people are going to say, well, what about the OG Ducks 11U? Because they had some nasty work too.
Oh, they definitely got some
They
nasty
had
work.
some nasty work, and according to this man, they really supposed to go to 50. They really
Oh,
supposed to go to
no, no,
50
no, no, no. I'm gonna do
for
you
this
one better. We
championship.
already got somebody in the 50. So let me just scoot them over to the 51. Okay, so they at the 51. They
But what you
there.
gotta understand though, bro, it's a championship game though. We can't discredit them all the way because they made it to a championship game, bro. And they
All right.
lost to a team that is, I think, what was a 4-time champion, and they probably and arguably at least number 3 in the nation, number 2 and you can go 2 or 3 in the nation. You feel what I'm saying? Behind Twin City. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But it's like at least we seen them go through something to get there. The North Philly Blackhawks literally sneezed. Ah, chill. Oh, we're in the championship. Ah, chill. We're in the championship. That's what North Philly. Ah, chill. Oh, we're in the championship. Oh yeah, sitting all in the stands. You're sitting in the stands watching them play Fort Lauderdale, and that's what you came up with. Shout out to Yale Sports. I think I
I
got it right. Shout
I
out
I
to
can
Yale Sports.
I really couldn't believe that them boys did not punt the ball the first possession that they have, and they were on their own 30. I thought that was the most disrespectful thing, and they handed over the momentum. North Philly handed the momentum like, here, we're just going to give it to you. That's what happened. Because look, even when they hiked the ball, bro, they didn't even get a clear playoff. Like, damn, bro, just punt the ball and live with it. And you know what I'm saying? Because like the thing about it is when teams do that, bro, you can't even get mad when they allow the team to score. You
Right.
can't because you put them in a position to where now they got to be perfect, and they wasn't perfect. And you see, number one, like bro, and they for the first touchdown, they end up passing the ball. So it just showed me, man, that they were damn near on a whole nother level. Damn, we how many levels you said that they was above North Philly Blackhawks?
Bro, they shouldn't have even been in the same on the same field with them. They made North Philly look like they're a D2 team. They don't belong in D1. Not compared to the game that we had just seen the day before. You couldn't even beat a tired team. They were tired. The kids literally had just walked off the field less than 24 hours ago. Maybe instead of sitting in the stands trying to watch them, you should have been at home getting a game plan together. You should have been in the Airbnbs trying to come up with a scheme. Because that was nasty work. Nasty work by North Philly. PA Trenches. I'm disappointed.
Ugh. He said AYFB YNC without a 7-1 roster. It kind of don't mean much.
It mean a lot though to me because what that means is so basically what you got to understand with that though is B Jones is basically what you're saying is they need older kids. That they need older kids. Cause
Man,
now
I gotta
a
put this
lot of
to rest though.
when the playing field is even, Watkins wins.
I gotta put this to rest though, bro. To me, it's not much of a big difference. It's not, bro. We talking about a month. You go to high school, you got players that's 2 or 3 years older than you, bro. I'm not going to that. It's a little different with the 5-1s. Okay, cool. I bet. I give you that. But 7-1, 8-1, bro, is not much of a difference. When you go to high school, or middle school, you're going to be playing with people that's, you know, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months older than you on the same team, bro. So I'm not going with that. Oh, if they had this player that was a month younger than you, or if they didn't have this player a much, bro, it don't make a difference. It don't.
I agree with you. I feel like this, bro. Watkins just beat Fort Lauderdale without the 7-1 kids. So if anything, all that does is discredit Fort Lauderdale. It so to me, if I'm a YNC guy, I wouldn't even make that argument. I would kind of just be quiet about it because it discredits a lot of what they've done. It makes you start to think, damn, what if they didn't have those 7-1 kids all year? You
Right.
think they go undefeated all year? Because they didn't go undefeated in AYF. If
Right.
they
They
didn't
lost
have those
right.
7-1 kids, would Texas Elite have beat them?
Yeah, they
If
lost.
that
They lost. Damn, I guess 19 was the magic number because they lost 2 games 2019 back to back. I say yeah. 19 ain't not.
Hey,
They
Coach Will said we had 30 kids. He wasn't tired at all. Everyone play a phase in the tournament. Big Bounty Boys was built for 4 games, 4 quarters of football. Shout out to the Bounty Boys. Now, talk your trash, Coach. Talk your trash, man. Talk your ish, man. You say Bounty Boys won. That's crazy to me, man. I'm not lying, Coach Will. I just think it's crazy that North Philly literally had a day off. They had a day off. They resting. They're resting. I thought they were going to come in. I'm like, oh, the Bounty Boys really should be too tired. They should be exhausted. Then you talking about teenage boys. They ain't going home going to bed. They gonna stay up a little bit. They should be exhausted. Not, not I said the cat. Philly looked like they played a game before. The North Philly Blackhawks look like they just came from playing a game.
I don't know, man. Let me see, man. Tyler and my guy, Coach Will in here. Um,
Back to back
because
one
Julius Barnes
more
said, yeah,
than a one.
he said
Mm,
Tyler Johnson, y'all about to crown a loser, number one. Talking about Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes.
mm. See,
Yeah,
it's I'm telling y'all, man, this gonna be one of the best debates of the year. Cause it's
yeah.
hard, bro. It's literally it's to me for my 12U, the number one spot, I'm not gonna lie, it's between those two, but I'm coming down to I'll probably be the last thing I submit to him is 12U. Because that one spot is hard, bro. and the reason is because you can't discredit that Watkins beat them.
And
But you
then the
can't
first time
discredit.
that they played, it was only 12-6.
But it doesn't matter if it was 2-0.
No,
A
no,
win is a
I'm
win.
saying though,
Yeah,
either way, they can't say, oh,
we
see, if
blew them
it was
out.
a North Philly, Blackhawks, North Philly Blackhawks and Fort Lauderdale type game, then I understand, right?
Yeah,
But it was still
it was a
with
close
all
game.
players a close game. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So
It's an
when you
argument to be
factor
made
that
too, though,
in,
that Fort Lauderdale has been running through teams all year. Like they've literally ran through teams. They have played everybody too. They've played even more teams and ran through them. So it's an argument to be made that you can't discredit what they got going on too. So I wouldn't even. So is what Generation Next does, what anybody does, it's really one of those things where it's a debate. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you what we can't debate. You know what I'm saying? We can't debate that they won or two. We can't
right,
debate that they won or two. That's all. As long as they in the top two, we good. Now, anybody, I'm saying it out like anybody that don't got Watkins top two, throw the
they
whole ranking
tripping.
away.
Yeah,
Throw the
they
whole rank. I'm gonna report your page. I'm
tripping.
gonna report your page for violence and cruelty and bullying. Cause
The
you
only
lying.
way I can see that we put Fort Lauderdale over Watkins if you going based on a tie,
Mhm.
1-1. That's
Okay.
the only way that I can say, okay, is they won one and they won one. That's the only other than that, you can't say, oh, well, because they just had better team, better roster or this and that.
You
Nah,
so to you it doesn't matter about the totality of Fort Lauderdale season.
no, because as one of the coaches told me that they playing with some players that they feel like weren't supposed to be there or not on the roster for the whole year
Okay.
anyway. So
See, man,
I'm just
that's
saying,
see, to
I'm
me
saying,
we can't. I don't feel like we can't bring those type of things into an argument. To
okay,
me, we can only bring wins and losses into an argument, not who was there, who wasn't there, none of that crap. And that's what I'm saying. Like that's where arguments can start to get a little muddy.
okay. So then by default, we got 1-1. And if we not going off of the players that was there or wasn't there, then we gotta put Bounty Boy at the number one spot
And why do you feel that way?
because they
I'm
just
taking
beat
all
them.
suggestions tonight.
Because they just beat them
Okay.
2019 to get to the championship to smack,
The
North
North
Philly
Philly
Blackhawks.
Blackhawks. Okay.
No, 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 no. I'm sorry, North Philly Black Eyes. Because they put the black eye on them.
Oh, bro,
North Philly
you
Black
should have
Eye.
had the Martin meme, bro. After he
Yeah, we
played
should.
Tommy the Hitman Hearns, bro.
Yeah,
You should have had Tommy at Martin after he played Tommy the Hitman Hearns, man.
man, they gave it. They came, man. They was ready for them boy. But let me read this one. Hey, Brandon Jones, man. He come with some. He said Jonah then will get the last say so, and them DC folks might be sick, but it don't make it right. And you see
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
but I don't think it's wrong if they do have Fort Lauderdale at one. That's not wrong, y'all. Like that's
Nah, I'm
not.
saying that's what I'm saying. Depending
Yeah,
on how you
that's
looking at it.
yeah, that's not discrediting them. If they have them at one, it's not discrediting Fort Lauderdale. We ain't like that's one of them arguments, bro. If anything, bro, y'all really to me should be focused on, where do they put the GMUs? Where do they put the Mac Dolphins? Where do they put the Frankfurt Chargers? That'll be interesting to me. Where do they put the Frankfurt Chargers? If they put them at all. Where do they put the Miami Garden Ravens? Right? Where do they put the OG Ducks? Right? The OG Ducks didn't make it in their championship. Those are the things that I would be looking for if I was y'all. But the 12U thing is kind of like, yeah, that's a toss up, bro. It's a toss up.
Oh no, Julius, this can't be for us. Cause you just said he said y'all putting political.
No,
I
no,
think
no.
this.
He talking about the comment section. You got to
Yeah,
comment.
the comments.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, because
cause
there's
I
no
know I ain't
politics.
putting no
There's no
political.
in the words of all my homies from LA, is no studio in over here.
Everybody I heard they talking about, man, it's Fort Lauderdale, but I'm very intrigued by how other people's look at it. You know what I'm saying?
I look
Since
at it from both, bro.
can't go by the platform, got to go by games played, facts.
And I look at it. I look at it like that. I look at it like that. Games played. 50% of me says I believe that the Bounty Boys are the champions because of the gauntlet they just went through. The Bounty Boys, it ain't like the Bounty Boys done lost 6 games this year. It ain't like the Bounty Boys got a real losing record and they just been outside losing and losing and losing. Nah, the Bounty Boys have been playing competition. They've been winning games. The Bounty Boys ain't never slipped below, like, I think number 7 or 8. They've always been like a top 8 team. They went through the gauntlet. They beat the number 1 team. On the other side of that, the other 50% of me says the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes have beat everybody and a mama from June until the last game that they played in December where they lost.
So yeah, we don't want. I don't want your pick right now. I'll be
So I'm fifty
interested to see
percent.
who you're going to pick.
That's
It's
gonna probably be the
50-50
last
for
one I
sure.
send you is 12 you, bro.
Yeah.
Because me and Jehovah gonna have to have a conversation. I'm gonna need him to come talk to me in my sleep tonight and tell me what he thinks, bro. Because this is the real rankings. I'm just sorry to tell y'all. This is the real unbiased. This is the most unbiased rankings you're gonna get to me, man. It's
Hey,
dope studio on over here.
Julius says, he says YNC champs got popped in the second round at AYF, not the chip. Show got gave them a fight in
Wow. Now,
round
when
one.
I said Show
Now,
gave him a fight, everybody said I was smoking dope.
nah, I'm not saying that.
You know what I'm saying?
What I am saying is we can't get into that AYF YNC stuff because then it does not look good for AYF. It doesn't look good because if you want to talk about it, GMU is usually a YNC team.
Mm-hmm.
They just went there and they won it. You talking about who else?
I believe I
Like
believe
Miami
GM I
Garden
believe
Ravens.
GMU makes it, if depending on the side of the bracket. I believe GMU beats RDE and makes it to the championship. So keep on going though.
Yeah, so they, but the whole thing is
Mm-hmm.
Miami Garden Ravens went to the YNC, got
PU.
popped first round, went
Mm-hmm.
there and they just dominated the AYF. Like there's no close game. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't even do a prediction on that one because I already knew what it was gonna be. So I don't want it to get muffled to where people like, okay, now we making it a super about a AYF YNC thing. Nah, continue to do what y'all doing. For the ones who lost, right? I get it. I get both sides. One would say that, oh, well, we didn't have our full roster. And then the other one would say, yeah, we had to play them when we had the full roster. Y'all had to play them when they didn't. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a lot of people that's gonna argue, you know what I'm saying, on both sides, but good win
Good
for them.
win.
Because
And
the
when
other thing too is the
mhm,
OG Ducks and Miami Garden Ravens both went to YNC
went to the
and got
YNC and
popped.
lost. Yeah.
So that's why I say it
By
won't.
the same team.
Yes, this conversation won't go well for AYL if we have this. See, they want to go, to the 12U, but I mean, then you're gonna have to go to all the other age brackets. You feel what I'm saying?
But the thing about it is though, yes, Miami got popped in the first round by 1 touchdown. It was a 1 touchdown loss, but they beat the other 2 teams they played. The Miami Garden Ravens, yes, they lost in the first round to DA. Now they lost to DA, right? But they put up 50 points on the Montgomery Cardinals and they beat Ali Elite. Right. So it's like we can say it's like there's still an argument to be had though. If there was one, that yeah, okay, they win it? Nah. But did they go over there and pop majority of them teams? Yeah, they did, bro. Like they did.
Hey, Brandon Jones said he says here's a question: will Watkins go to YNC since it's clearly no competition at the AYF?
I think if they go 13U, see, you know what the crazy part is, man, that a lot of people don't understand, bro. Now that Rare Breeze has no 13U, 13U will be very interesting next year. 13U will be very interesting next year. 13U could be, it could be a year where maybe like a Georgia or Florida team don't win 13U,
Right. He
which would
said,
be the first in 2 years now. This year was GA, last year was Florida, the year before that was Texas.
"Hey, Brandon Jones, I can't lie, bro. That's the one thing I cannot do." He says, "Bro, they beat one top team and a couple low ranked teams. How is that the gauntlet? Stop the cap, man. Listen,
North
listen to
Philly
the
was
teams that
on the
they had to
rankings.
play.
Yeah,
North Philly,
they was on the
703
rankings.
was ranked in
Yeah,
in YNC. Fort Lauderdale, number one in the YNC.
North Philly.
North Philly was ranked in the
They're like
YNC.
top 10 YNC.
So you can't say that they didn't
Generation
play
X.
nobody to win a championship. They definitely played, you know what I'm saying, some good teams to get to get this trophy. See, the fact that they did it and won, it actually means something because
Hmm.
they really had to play all the tough teams. They lost to 7
And can I?
avenged that loss. They lost
Yeah,
to Fort Lauderdale,
right,
avenged that loss. They
right.
lost to the North Philly Blackhawks last year and avenged that loss. They literally went on a revenge tour
Absolutely, bro.
and they actually won. They got all three of their bikes back.
And Texas Elite, mind y'all, Texas Elite played the Royal Palm Beach Wildcats and made it to the championship of the YNC. So let's just remember that now. They played the Texas Elite, who will probably be ranked top three in Generation Next rankings and top three in a lot of people rankings. They played one team, one. They played one team and made it. Is it their fault? I'm not saying it's their fault. I'm just saying before we say that somebody didn't play somebody, that argument can be made on both sides, bro. Because you have a team that played one team, Royal Palm Beach Wildcats, who was in nobody's rankings, and now they made it to a championship game where they did an amazing job, but they made it to a championship game, right? So that's an argument to be had on both sides.
Hey, Julius, see, when you say something, you definitely got to be accurate. He says y'all overrated everybody based on ABA and Lambo. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. We said that they were a good team. We definitely said that, and we said that they ain't playing nobody.
Right.
That ain't overrating nobody. We said that
11U,
this is the
we have
reason.
said 11U and 12U were the most boring. They're the most boring. They were the most boring age groups all year. 11U and 12U were the most boring age groups all year because nobody played, bro.
Facts.
Nobody played except the one number ones, number twos. They played. Everybody else, for the most part, didn't play any. Didn't really kind of set back. Shout out to Tyler, bro. Tyler Johnson is hilarious. He said 8U Space City gets more props. They won AYF, came to the big league the next year, and made it to the ship. Will Watkins do the same? I don't think so. I don't know, man. But they beat the man that won it though. To beat the man, you gotta beat the man. Shout out to Ric Flair.
Hey, he says, Christopher Jarrett says if the same team beat MGR and OG lost to the same team, was YNC better or was it that team? Well, to be honest, I think that they would have lost to at least three teams, which was
Is he talking about 13U?
Nah, he's
It
talking
was the same
about.
team beat Miami Garden Ravens and OG Ducks.
Yeah, yeah. You talk about 13U. Talk about Red Breed.
Yeah, and OG Ducks. Yeah. I mean, I think I don't necessarily could say if it was better or not based on that. I would just say that we all know who the Red Breed is. Right. We all know who the
Yeah,
Red Breed is.
we,
Um, if anything, bro, the topic of conversation for me that I never had, I've yet to have yet is what the hell happened to Trey Man Elite? I told y'all about Trey Man Elite. I told y'all at the beginning of the year I don't trust them. You believed in Trey Man. You believed that Trey Man was something that I told you they were not all year long.
I told you they were good. They were a good team. They wasn't getting it done, but they,
And that's what I told you all year. I said, man, I don't care about them playing regular season. When the game's on the line, TME for some reason has never been able to get it done. But no, but the red breed is the red breed, man. It's just the red breed is just they're those guys, bro. They're those guys.
he says, put the Blackhawks scheduled
You
up.
know what's crazy, man? I hate to say it, but I want to believe if Boynton Beach made it to the championship, they would have gave a little bit more resistance to the red
Oh,
breed.
facts. No, I agree.
You
Well,
know, I
wholeheartedly.
just really do, man. And I hate that I really truly feel like they looked past the Miami Garden Ravens and they had their eyes set on that Red Breed game. And I feel like if they could have been, they should have been more focused for that for that Miami Garden Ravens game. I believe Boynton Beach, I think would have gave a little bit more resistance to the Miami to the Red Breed.
Hey, Brandon Jones, I swear that's the toughest crowd ever.
Hey man, he's tough,
He
bro.
said,
He's
okay, kudos to them for beating the number 703, number 9, Philly. How is that the gauntlet? I'm
But
confused.
see, that's when I go back to asking. You got to tell me how is Texas? That means Texas Elite cannot be in no rankings because they only played a non-ranked team to get to a championship.
I'm waiting. Uh,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
Brandon Jones, I'm waiting. He said Canes went through a real gauntlet at YNC.
what gauntlet?
What gauntlet?
They played the Osceola Cowboys and they played Texas Elite in the championship. That's it. What gauntlet?
Hey, you got bias oozing out of your pores.
B.
I,
Jones, what gauntlet now? Come on, bro. They literally played one team and made it to the championship, bro. What gauntlet? And I'm not trying to be funny, bro. The Osceola Cowboys were terrified of the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. They were terrified, bro. The coaches refused to throw the ball. The coaches was scared of them dang on kids, bro. What I tell you, the parents was like, throw the damn ball. We don't even care if they intercept it. We just got to open up the offense. Bro, I seen the coach get down, bro. The coach was down on one knee taking a jail pose with his hand on his face like this, trying to think about what he gonna run. Bro, just throw something, bro. I'm talking about I was surprised to see the Osceola Cowboys play like that, bro. I'm like, are y'all for real? Like, they actually match up with size, bro. But it's like the Osceola Cowboys coach was so afraid of the secondary of the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. He refused to throw the football, bro. Like, the man just elbow, knee, jail pose. What up? Like, the man would not throw the ball. So it's like, both, I would say, man, that's why for me, I don't believe in looking at the totality of uh YNC or AYF to determine who's number one or two. I believe you got to look at the totality of seasons, bro, because the YNC, unfortunately, at the 12U division, the YNC Texas Elite was top five, but let's be real though, bro. We say they got a legit resume, but what the hell makes it legit? Like, what's making it legit? If we gonna talk it, because Texas Elite played one team, made it to the top, and if you remember correctly, in YNC preseason, they played the Alpha Dogs and they lost in the first round. You know what I'm saying? If we even go back to preseason with Texas Elite, they played the Alpha Dogs in the first round of the YNC preseason in Panama. They lost 14-12. So it's an argument to be made. This is why you cannot go off of straight nationals. You have to go off of a totality of a season or whatever.
Hey, so you can call back in. We'll take a couple of calls. Then
You
we
know,
go.
I so what I feel like is this, because I seen my dog Zay say the same thing. B Jones, he said, in the words of Born Chasers, y'all begging to be ranked, but ignored the YNC invite. Make it make sense. This is where I would even challenge Zay. It's not a YNC rankings. It's a Generation Next rankings of the best youth football teams in the country. Now, if it's a YNC rankings, they should say it's a YNC rankings, right? But to my knowledge, it's a Generation Next rankings of the best football teams in the country. That's how I always thought it was. I never
Yeah.
saw. Now, how the unwritten rule may be something, but I don't even want to talk about Bullet Academy, Coach Will. I'm sorry, I don't even want to talk about Bullet Academy or Havoc. They're dead to me right now. But yeah. So I look at it as a Generation Next rankings, and I say that because um, they have always did an amazing job of keeping it very, trying to keep it neutral as best as they can. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, I don't know if y'all know, Generation Next always puts AYF teams in their rankings. They always put AYF champions. They even put UIFL champions in there sometimes. So it's just like, I know I'm not capping for the brand. This is really what I think, bro. Unless they just show me that they're gonna exclude every AYF team, you know what I'm saying? For the record, bro, everybody knew GMU 9U was not coming to YNC. They still put them in the rankings all year. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of a sudden now we acting like AYF, they didn't know about these teams. Bro, Jonah and Clay knew about a lot of teams that weren't coming, bro. You know what I'm saying? They still included them in the rankings all year. You know what I'm saying? The West Orlando Jaguars said at the beginning of the year that, let's speak on how PTSG got robbed first round. Nobody got robbed. But you feel what I'm saying? West Orlando Jags said they weren't coming all year. They've still been in the rankings all year.
It says, oh, he said Bullet goes to TNU
I
and
wish it would stop
they
doing.
it go to TNU and they stay in the ranking.
Probably not for me, brother. I'm gonna be real with you. Not for me. I don't.
Yeah, you
I
can't.
don't. I
Yeah.
don't see it. I don't see it, bro. Um, I didn't keep up with that nationals. I don't really know who played what. I don't really know what was done. Um, and this isn't to discredit anything. I just think that, for me, man, I watched personally AYF. I watched YNC. I watched C1N. I watched the UIFL. Right. I watched those events, um, because I knew the level of competition that was in all of them. So, yeah, absolutely, bro. So I don't know what Bullet did, and I'm very shocked that Bullet didn't go UIFL because they usually go UIFL. So to me, I'm a little concerned about it.
Hey, PTSG went to they went to YNC.
They want AYF.
They went AYF, and he said they got robbed. But
I don't think anybody got robbed in AYF.
I want to deal with this because I was on the phone talking to somebody. Hey, I forgot exactly what y'all was asking, but if y'all want to call back, man, definitely call back. I hooked up the the phone. He said, let's speak. No, he says, we dealing in facts. We not begging for nothing. Y'all capping for y'all brand. Well, first of all, I'm not capping for anybody, or he's not capping
We
for
don't
nobody.
like what
Yeah, he's
brand. Like
capping for nobody.
he don't get. We're not
Now,
on nobody payroll, bro. I
but
promise.
what I do want to know is what is it for next year? We know that y'all won. Now, I would love to keep Bounty Boys on my radar. I would love for them to play, top teams and stuff like that. Because if y'all don't, damn, y'all gonna be in the same category as damn North Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gonna have to make sure, man, y'all playing some of the top teams. That's the one thing that y'all gonna have to make sure that y'all doing, because really that ain't even why I stopped giving them they praise. They just wasn't, grateful. I was giving them a lot of love, man. They just was like still getting at me. So I was just like, all right, it is what it is. But shout out to them. Shout out to, because it ain't everyone, it's just a certain age. Shout out to North Philly organization for most of them doing well. He says, yeah, but only place at them. What do you say? Yeah, but only place them at
Oh,
certain
because
levels.
he was saying, I was saying that every year they put AYF teams in the rankings, and I guess his comment was they only put them at certain numbers. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Most times, I feel like the numbers that they are at are fair. I think we having one of the first years where we can truly debate one age group, but a lot of things are I like number the top 7U. Is there any debate that that's supreme? Right? Like I said, with the Frankfurt Chargers, I'm interested to see if they get in there in the Generation Next rankings. But is there any debate that Red Breed 8U is the number one team? Is there any debate that the Bessemer Tigers 9U is the number one team? Is there a debate in it? Because if it is, let me know. Is there a debate that Voodoo is the number one team? Is there a debate that Twin City possibly is the number one team over the Miami Garden Ravens? Who is there's a debate at 12? Is there a debate that Red Breed is the number one team? Right? I don't believe that there's debates in a lot of places. I do believe that there is a debate at 12. Outside of that, there's not debates at a lot of places, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of debates at those places, right? I'm interested to see, okay, where do they put, the DMVU 7U? Where do they put them? I know where I have them. You feel what I'm saying? I know where I have them. Where do they put the Frankfurt Chargers? I know where I have them. Right? Where do you put a GMU? Again, I know where I have them, but is are we saying now that the Frankfurt Chargers should go to number two because they won AYF over Space City, right? So again, bro, it's more of to me, I think the only debate where it's hard is that 12 at that 1 and 2. All the rest of it is okay, let me see where y'all place them at, and things of that nature.
It's what you say, the kid was out about Mal, then
He's saying PTSG got cheated.
oh,
He cares about that type of. I'm gonna be real with you, Coach Jackson. I don't think I've watched that game. I don't think y'all were cheated. I mean, because I know what play you talking about where the kid was out. I know how you were saying they were stopping the clock with the water breaks. I don't necessarily think they were cheating. I think that they were giving the kids water breaks, probably directed by the tournament officials. I don't know, but yeah, I don't think y'all were cheated, bro. I just don't think y'all cheated. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think y'all was cheated. But when you say that out, as I read what you're saying, is I could see why you would feel that way.
so
Beach
so
looking good. Also,
Coach
Cam
Will,
Newton
yeah.
building. Yeah, Cam Newton C1N. I'm interested to see where some teams that played in C1N maybe get ranked
Facts. It said
if they get ranked.
Walking
You
want that
know,
one that want
um,
that one spot for recruiting pitch. I see what they doing. Don't get distracted.
hell, if they took. If Watkins is two, that's still a good recruiting. Watkins was a number 7 and 8 team all year. To finish out at number one or two means something. But yeah, I don't think it's as hard as y'all making it. I really think it's just 12. I think everything else, it can be. I think it's gonna be debated in the middle. The debates will be in the middle, not so much
See,
more at the top.
see, this is where it gets floggy. This is where it gets
Okay,
muddy.
10U has a debate outside of number one, right?
10U cannot be number one.
You know what I'm saying?
Mac
Outside of
Dolphins,
number
you
one,
seen they
everything
beat
else
them
can be arguable.
46-19. I like Mac Dolphins. I like them. I selected them. See, this is where y'all get. See, this is where I tried to warn y'all, bro. If y'all want to get deep into this, AYF is not going to look good when it comes out of this.
Bro, like,
And then you
and
just,
I'm trying, bro. Like, I'm really trying to just keep it so neutral for y'all, bro. But we gotta stop it.
I'm
There's
trying to
no
tell y'all what
debate
I
for
know.
number one on 10U. There's no debate.
Because if you go, let's say 7U, right?
There's no debate.
It's no debate.
There's no debate that Supreme is the best team in the country.
It's none.
There's
And then
no
you gotta
debate
say,
on
you can
8U
say
that
Bessemer, you can
Rare
say
Breed is better than the Frankfurt Chargers. That's not a debate. Now, maybe for the sake of it, maybe me and him could have it one day. Maybe. Maybe. But there's not a debate. You feel what I'm saying? There's not a debate to me, you know. Maybe we can debate Bessemer versus GMU. Maybe we can debate that, right? That's a debate maybe we could have, right? Maybe. 10U, there's not a debate. 11U, there's not a debate. They were there. It's not a debate. 13U, they were there. It's not a debate. There's only one debate and a possible. You know what I'm saying? Y'all play spades around here. What you got? 6 books and a possible? You know what I'm saying?
hey, hold on, depending on what side you want me to be on. Am I on AYL side or I'm on
Because
YSC?
you can only
Because
debate.
if I'm on YSC, I got what, I got 6 in a possible.
6 and a possible. If you on AYF, bro, I might give you an argument that it's a close game between Bessemer and GMU, but 12U is the only debate. And I'm really doing 9U just because I respect what GMU has done multiple years.
Yeah, hey, CJ says many flags were supposed to be thrown, but why was it only one water break then and many coaches on the field? Hey, that's the other thing too. Listen, for this reason, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be nice, right? I'm gonna be very nice.
Look what you done did, CJ.
I'm gonna be very
Gonna
nice,
talk
right?
about
This not even about CJ. This remind me of something. Okay, so we talked about 7U and we got NWO. I like NWO. You know, I like the organization that Coach Al go to, whatever's one. I like them. But I gotta put NWO top 5. Although they won the natty by they heavy. But the reason why I'm giving them top 5,
you saying 7U.
you not getting on no field if you go on YNC. If you go anywhere and travel outside of that, coaches can't even be on the field. 7U, you still got coaches on the field directing the players where to go. We was only doing that in 6U in Georgia. So you mean to tell me a whole 7U, the coaches got to be on the field directing these kids as to where they got to go? Nah, nope.
That makes a big difference.
It makes a hell of a big difference where the kids got to figure out where they got to be because the coaches told them, but they have to be the one to complete their assignment. Supreme ain't got nobody on the dang field. Latonia ain't got nobody on the field. Bessemer don't have nobody on the field. You got Woes don't have nobody on the field. If you go there, you gonna have coaches mad and upset that they can't get on the field if they play in YNC.
Right.
Arguing. Hey man, hey, AYF, they allow us. No, bro. For that reason, I gotta put them a little lower than what I was usually gonna do.
Tough critic.
Bro, you can't be on the field. That's a flag every play. Okay?
Tough critic.
That's a flag every single play, but they're very good. I must say that. He said, keeping it real, I never heard of Watkins until this year. Man, they used to be
You're airing to the streets then.
he said, 10U is not even an argument.
It's not
Next
even a
subject.
debate, bro.
Facts.
We're not even.
Not
I don't
talking
even be
down.
wanting to act like this, bro. Y'all make me talk like this. I don't want to talk like this. I want to keep it neutral, but y'all make me talk like this. Y'all make me talk like this, bro.
Hey, Tyler is hella funny to me, bro. You told he was gonna play in the traffic.
Like, y'all make us talk like this, man. We're the most neutral guys in America, man.
Says I'm definitely Bounty Boys, not AYF versus YNC. And that's what I'm saying, man. Let's not make that argument.
Yeah,
Frankfurt
it's not
should
an
at least,
argument, bro.
hey, I like this one. Frankfurt should at least be 4. I can give them that. That's why I named uh who we talking about?
Man,
8U. We got the
again,
rare breeds,
I'm
Bessemer,
not giving y'all the juice till tomorrow, man.
Space City. Yes, sir.
I'm not giving y'all the juice till tomorrow.
He says, hold on. Julius says, he says the one YNC team lost to AYF team and cried about the not having the 7-1 cutoff. But it's not a factor that makes the team better.
I would say that they lost, but the Miami Garden Ravens 11U, they beat MCU, they beat Ali Elite. So it's not as if a YNC team has never been beaten. You feel what I'm saying? Necessarily, or whatever. So it's, I don't know. I don't really get the argument per se because again, you know, we've seen teams lose. It's football, bro. Teams lose games all the time. So
Tyler said he ain't giving no 7. He ain't giving 7U credit with coaches on the field. He said
um,
PTSG is like high school. We use hand signals.
that's a fact.
Now they a good team, man. I
Nah, yeah, that's a
get
fact.
to see them.
Even Miami Garden Ravens, they're technically an AYF team. They came and beat Air Academy. OG Ducks, technically they're AYF. Technically, they are AYF. You feel what I'm saying? They came and they beat TME. So, we see what's going on, man. We see what's going on. Miami Garden Ravens, they beat Boynton Beach. That's a YNC runner up. So it's an argument to be made, bro. We look at the tops, but it's more to it, bro. It's more to it. That's why, again, when you're doing rankings, you should look at the totality of a season, and you should bolster nationals. Nationals should be like the ultimate whipped cream and cherry on top. Like if you went to nationals and you went to nationals and made a championship. Like if you got some, like Twin City has multiple losses in the year, right? They have multiple losses, but they went through a gauntlet. So when you say gauntlet, maybe you're talking about the Twin City Outlaws. They went through a gauntlet to win, um by having to beat, MCU, who is just stinky. I mean, they're stinky. I think they played 2 games at YNC and just didn't score. They're just a very stinky team. And I said all year that they were stinky, and people tried to say I was hating. But
I
anyway,
said that they didn't have an offense. I already knew it. They didn't have an offense. I just didn't see
but
it.
they had to beat MCU, they had to beat Terrence City, and then they had to beat the Georgia Eagles. So that's a gauntlet, low key, even with stinky you, stinky, not MCU, stinky you, right? You're just stinky. Yeah. So that's a gauntlet, man. So it's tough. I'm not even entertaining nobody talking about no dang on Brick City. I got the best advice about not mentioning Brick City at YNC. I'm not gonna mention their name.
Yeah,
I don't know
it
if they
gave
don't
us a
they
lot of
wanted to or
insight.
not. But
They
I
said
got a lot
they
of
said
insight
that
about don't even entertain it.
yeah, they said that they didn't even want them to play versus Brick City, Voodoo. They encouraged them not to because they understood what was going on.
Yeah.
So,
By a
all
big time person, man.
yeah,
Very well known in South Florida.
in South Florida telling you not to play a Florida team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so when they didn't play, I was no longer upset, but I do know that they had more 11-year-old players than what they, made a person believe. So shout out to them, but damn, they not even relevant no more.
Yeah, that's over with. But they're going to. But you know what? Shout out to Brick City. They are going to the Miami Garden Ravens. So we're gonna see if all that coaching and talent that y'all had, we're gonna see if y'all can put it together on the Miami Garden Ravens 11U.
Man, I still don't respect that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't respect coaches walking out on kids, bruh. I don't respect that. When Bugatti was playing, they only had one team. I mean, one coach on the field coaching those kids. And I couldn't respect that. So for the coaches that left, you know what I'm saying, didn't finish out the season, y'all send the wrong message, my guy. Y'all
Yeah,
send the wrong message.
I'm low
Y'all
key
quit
done
on
with
them
Bugatti.
kids.
Yeah, I'm done with Bugatti, bro. There is the Bugatti. If you want to know something, the secret about the rankings, Bugatti didn't make it. I'm saying Bugatti didn't make it, bro. I don't. I take all. Like I said, Nationals bolsters your argument. Nationals can also lower your argument. At Stinky U, Stinky U, MCU 11U, Stinky U. All Nationals did was bring them down. That's all Nationals did for Stinky U, who avoided all the games. I don't. They're not even. The Stinky U ain't make the list. If y'all want to know a secret, Stinky Pew Pew Pepe Le Pew.
He said, he said, whoever told you that lie don't care.
Chris Jarrett crazy. Hey, Christopher Jarrett. Hey, is this Coach Jarrett who used to do Coast to Coast, man? Do Coast to Coast, used to do uniforms and stuff. Shout out to Coach Jarrett if that's you.
Said Brick City lost the whole team when three left. That's
PA Trenches. Hey
yeah, I didn't
man,
know. I didn't know why. I just thought that
get out of here, Kelsey. They say, hey man, the rumor is, man, some people about to click up to beat y'all, bro. They gonna start young. They tired of them runs.
well, ain't nothing happening.
Hardware
Ain't nothing
count by
happening with
state.
that.
GA. Hey, F what you saying. Ain't no more playing GA. You know what I'm saying? We got 6 natties that came back between YNC and AYF. California got 3, Florida got 2, DMV/DTR got 2. Wow, wow, stinky. Texas, PA, Alabama. Oh no, oh that was stinky. Y'all are
DMV
not
is the top
good.
region.
Like,
He said DMV is the top region in youth football. Bounty Boys like Outcasts.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. DMV is a top region in youth football. Is there a way to go back to the hardware count by state? Because this is
Oh
what I
yeah.
love. Fact check. We're gonna fact check that. Okay, DMV. Nope, nope, nope. Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Is a top. California is a top. Florida is a top. DMV. Well, California is a top. Florida and DMV, y'all are good. Texas, PA, Alabama, Nevada, North Carolina. You guys are works in progress.
What was the other California team that won it? Oh, I think it was OC Buckeyes. OC
Oh
Buckeyes.
yeah, OC Buckeyes won. Um, I didn't even check, man.
I know OG Ducks,
Yeah,
OC Buckeyes, and yeah, I want to know the other team.
because I believe I want to check and see if Relentless or
Nah, relentless. They didn't even pull it out, man.
Oh, the Bay Area Jags ended up winning. Shout out to the Bay Area Jags, man. Y'all, California, y'all just can't finish a drill, man.
I don't think
Y'all
nobody can
just
finish
can't
the drill.
finish a drill in California, bro. Golly, man. Every time you believe, it's just, bro, you need to have a conversation with your California teams at the beginning of the season. You need to let them know, bro, like that you're online pulling for them and they constantly let you down when it's time for them to put on for the state, bro.
I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless, bro.
Every
Yeah.
time, bro. Like, gosh, man. Shout out to the OG Ducks. But you know what's crazy? People always want to know, like, I think I even asked you, why do the OG Ducks, you know, shout out to the Valley Boys, 6U, AYFD1. They were national champions out of California. Um, why do the OG Ducks get money? And now it makes when you win, you get money. There's money in winning. You have to win the games that you're supposed to win. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate to say it, but I believe that the Oakland Dynamites just made it a little bit harder for themselves. Because when you don't do what you're supposed to do, you don't get the recruits, you don't get the people, you don't get the eyes. Because instead of going back and saying, yeah, we went, it's way different than saying, yeah, we won D2, we come back with a trophy.
No,
You know what I'm
that's bad.
saying? So,
Yeah.
but shout out to the Valley Boys, man. Somebody's the that's crazy. They winning in the Valley over there in California.
Said PA Trenches says that Bugatti just lost at the
And
rank
rank
up.
up.
Killed
Yeah, they
it.
probably ain't had no kids out there.
Yeah,
All
they
the
sure
kids
did. They
quit.
lost. Yeah, they sure did.
All the kids quit last week.
6 million for natties.
I want Brandon Jones gone, bruh. I want
Hey,
him gone. I
hey,
want him gone.
it's a Valley Boy 6U. It's a Voodoo 6 Pete on the way. It's the 11U is a little different, man. It
It
depends
get
on
hard.
who they who they recruiting. You know that quarterback got to be something vicious. I can tell you that.
It get hard, man. It get hard when you get to 11, bro. It gets really, really difficult. That's when we start to see teams get knocked off.
Yeah, man. But bro, that's anything else you got, man. That's our 2 hour.
Nothing, man. The rankings will be tomorrow, man. The Fanatics top eight of 2024.
Hold on, you doing only a goddamn top 8? Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, whatever.
I don't
Doing
change
it.
the sauce. The
Okay.
standard is the standard around here.
Okay.
Now, if you want to do a national sports chat, the rest of it, number 9, 10, 11, 12, that's on national sports chat. You know, yo, sleeper teams that Fanatic forgot and all that, that's fine. But the sauce is the sauce. The standard is the standard. I don't change the standard for nobody. At the end of the year, I'm not trying to make nobody baby feel good that I didn't make, try to make them feel good at the beginning of the year. No, it's the top eight. Fanatics top eight, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hey, man, send me y'all top eights, bro. Send me your top 10. Send me your top fives. Fanatic Media underscore. Uh, my real name, Charles Dansby, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But hit me on a Fanatic Media underscore. Send me your top eights, man. So I can see what y'all working with, bro. Before because this is hard, bro. This is hard. I'm trying to make the first. Don't send me one of you buys, bro. If you buys, bro, don't send me one, dog. Because this is the legit rankings, bro. This is the legit rankings, the non-biased rankings. So yeah. That's it, bro. Fanatic Media underscore. Send me y'all rankings.
Yes, sir. But hey, yeah, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to Coach Julius. Shout out to PA Trenches, Brandon, Tyler. Shout out to all y'all, man. Brandon, Christopher, my guy, Will A. Yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to CJ. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and end it this one here. Tomorrow is where all the fun will be. You know what I'm saying? Doing this ranking. So make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. So we can get out in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? We thank y'all for y'all time.